Hi and welcome. Today we're going to be taking you guys behind the scenes on developing an RV campsite that you can feature on things like Harvest Host and others. We're doing it from scratch. My brother Steven and his family, they own this property and they have a section of it that you see right here behind us that they want to develop into an RV campsite so RVers in the whole community can use that.
Exactly. What better experience to do it with two RVers that we've been RVing for the last 3.5 years.
Exactly.
Yes.
We know a thing or two.
Exactly. We're going to make it just perfect.
You know what? We're going to have some fun. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but
Yeah.
many hands make light work, right?
He's going to be doing most of the sweating, him and Steven.
Of course. And also, this is the kickoff of our season 6. We have lots in store. The theme of this season is side roads. We're going to have a blast. You know what? Less interstate and more backcountry.
Yeah, with the Class C, we're going to be traveling a little
Yeah.
bit different. You know, we're going to leave the big rig, Lucy, our fifth wheel, behind in a lot of places, and then just take the little motorhome out and have fun.
Yep. And you know what? We've had a blast all through season 5. So before we get started with the shovels and the tractors,
Yes.
take a look at all the fun we had.
In the middle of the day, you turn to me and say, come on, let's get away. Skip this town for a day. Get behind the wheel and drive. We don't care about the time with you by my side. I don't need to hide. I feel alive. You bring me coffee in the morning, post it with a love note. We both like to take it on a Sunday night. You know just when to kiss me. You know I don't like whiskey. This is why we work, why it's you and I.
Well, that escalated quickly.
So we are in the middle of the desert, completely stuck. Poor decisions on our part, let me tell you.
Well, this side seems to be worse.
A lot.
I am really nervous.
Oh, that's a big
I'm
heavy
sweating
one.
already.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the size of
I'm
that.
scared.
Cheers.
Are you okay?
It's like it's climbing a ladder. It's hard to breathe. I can feel my eyes watering.
I can't believe you put that much in your mouth.
A little bit of pain coming now. Nope. I need milk. I need something. It's not working. Can you imagine trying to eat that right there?
Oh my god.
That is. You get your own table when you get to eat this thing.
Exactly.
You get center stage in the restaurant with that meal. You know what? Challenge accepted. The next time we pass through Amarillo, we will do this challenge.
You bring me roses on a Tuesday, kiss me at the red light. We both like to walk down in Shelby Park. You hold my hand at bedtime, you know my favorite wine. This is why we work, why it's you and I. You bring me coffee in the morning, post it with a love note. We both like to dig it on a Sunday night. You know just when to kiss me. You know I don't like whiskey. This is why we work, why it's you and I. Dancing in the moonlight, girl, you bring the sun out. This is why we work, why it's you and I.
All right, good morning. It is the second day. We just woke up. The girls are out shopping right now. Steven and I are going to be taking this property that we just arrived at, and we're going to be turning it into a development project. There's a lot of acreage here, and right now it's been reclaimed by Mother Nature. So what we're trying to do now is trying to figure out how to develop this property to start listing it on things like the Dirt or Hip Camp, and eventually when the goat farm starts to come back to life again, we're actually going to be putting it on harvest hosts. But for right now, we got to do the heavy lifting. We got to go back and move fences and cut down the overgrowth that has happened over a long period of time. So we have our work cut out for us, I can tell you that.
Got to take it back from Mother Nature.
Yep, we got to take it back from Mother Nature. A lot of work in our future. So right now, a good cup of coffee. We're going to get started by pulling the fences down and expanding them. And you can see back here, a lot of the growth that's happened here, we're going to be pushing that fence further back. And it's going to be the same on the other side. So we're going to be expanding it a little bit. We're going to be bringing out the tractors. We're going to be grabbing a pair of gloves and hitting it. So lots of work. We're going to get started. We're going to take you guys along the way. So step one is to actually clear out all of that foliage and brush right up next to the fence so we can actually get to it. Because right now, it's pretty difficult. So he's taking the tractor, he's going down the fence line, and he's just clear cutting all of that brush. So we can then grab our pliers and start unhooking the fence from the posts, roll the fence back, and then start pulling the posts up. Kind of a job, but step number one.
Smells like Christmas. So first thing we're going to do is we've got to take this fence line off of this corner right here all the way down. Then we're going to go through. After I remove the fence here, we're going to start rolling it up, and as we roll up, we're going to remove all the clips from the T-posts, and then we're going to pull all the T-posts up, and then the fence will be gone. We can expand our area out.
That sounds exhausting.
It's going to be a long, hard day. No time for Buc-ee's today either.
All right, let's get started. The first one. You make it look easy.
Yep. Rome wasn't built in a day, step by step.
So I'm not gonna lie, this right here is not RVing. This is making a man of you quick. Rolling fences, pulling clips is easy. Not as easy as you think it is, but you get the hang of it. Rolling a fence, I didn't expect that. It is not cooperative, let's put it that way. So we're gonna try to make it easier. We're just gonna pull all the clips off the poles, roll it out into the field, and try it a different way. Because right now, what we didn't expect is all the growth has gone through the fence and kind of woven itself inside of it. So little difficulties. I'm learning how to be farm people. And failing. How do you get these out? You make that look easy. Well, as you can see, the fence has reached the back of the rig. So we're gonna have to move the rig because we don't want to do anything crazy. You can see that there's a lot of demolition going on right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the slides in and move this thing out of the way. So Pam's out shopping. Don't tell her that I almost hit a branch. I say almost. It came really close, but she doesn't even know that, right? Low branches, it's a thing. All right, now the fence is up, we can move to step 2. And step 2 is just to mow down all this area before we start on the next fence that goes to the other side. So we did one side of the property, now we go to the other side. I'm gonna tell you right now, trucks and tractors. Without that thing right there, I don't know how we would have done this. In fact, I do know, we wouldn't have. That tractor is amazing. So he's gonna start plowing down some more, and we're off. So just as soon as we start, one random tomato planter wire, we found it.
There it is.
And that's what's left of it. And that's not good for a tractor. So we're gonna have to go in there and make sure we can pull all the twisted metal and everything off the blades. But it's kind of hard to find and all that. But we found it. Oh, that's what's left. So after a long morning, it's about noon now, we knocked out a huge section, pulling down the fence, clear cutting the overgrowth, getting everything done on one side of the property. Now it's time for this forest to go. You can see all these pecan trees out here. They're just completely overgrown, vines growing up them. So we're gonna be taking this entire section all the way from the road back. We're going to be pulling out, there's random fences, there's posts, there's rocks, there's all kinds of stuff throughout. So we've got to go in by hand and start pulling all that stuff out. You can see it's a job, but we're going to be continuing on our next step. I don't know what phase we're on, phase 3, 4, of just pulling debris like this out. Old fences, that's what Steven's working on right now, is coiled up fence here, which we'll reuse. But back here, you're gonna be able to see this whole fence line right here. That's gonna be coming out, and we're gonna be pushing it back further on the other side of the trees. So eventually all of this is gonna be looking like that. Eventually. Now we did lose the cutters. What's the official term of those? Loppers? Loppers. We did lose them. We buried them somewhere. And then after about 3 passes over the property, we finally found them. I don't know how we would be able to mow through this without those. That's a strategic tool. So found them, back in action. But you can see I got to go back and repark the Jayco Class C. Got to get out of the way because all this is about to just get annihilated. And another important tip, our little finishing mower here sucked up some barbed wire. Don't know where the barbed wire came from, but it's all up in that. We're gonna have to cut that out. That's a project for later. So we're down one tool, and hopefully that's about it. But our friend right now is gonna be the chainsaw. So, oh look. random stuff in the forest. So, quick update. Woo! We finally got the fence pulled down and rolled up. It's sitting right here. So, woo, this Alabama heat. Fence is down. Now we're going through and doing everything we can to just chop through all that forest, inch by inch. Woo! I tell you what, this is something else. So for anyone that comes to visit the property, watch this first so you can see what it looked like before you guys arrive. And it's all manicured and pretty. Right now, that's beautiful, but we're gonna make it better after I go get a bottle of water. Yeah. I'm tapping out. And we're done.
Done.
I tell you what, we put a dent in it.
Yep.
So we're gonna call it a day. Pretty much done. I think we hit a extensive workload. Shirts are soaking wet. We are exhausted. Pam and the girls are not far away. They're heading here. They'll probably be here in about 5 minutes. And we'll see what they have to say.
It looks amazing.
So what do you think?
Oh my gosh, look at all that. There's so much fence. Oh, it's back there?
Fence is gone.
Oh, that is so much work.
Look behind you.
Oh, how cool. Wow. Oh, all this is cleared out. That's fantastic. We got like a backyard.
Look at that.
Nice.
We did a lot of hard work.
Outside. Bam. That's awesome.
So quick update, one of the things we found is if you look here, the fifth wheel is on a flat pad, but the slope goes down. And what we're thinking about doing is making a retaining wall right here, going straight back, and then filling that in with dirt so it's all level and flat. That's the idea. We're thinking about it, but it's such a big project. And we're trying to recycle, reuse farm equipment. What can we do? But I'm not thinking that a retaining wall is something we're gonna find laying around in the bushes. So this whole area here, we're just gonna build it up, put all kinds of dirt in it, and then on the top of all of it, we're gonna probably put some crush and run pebbles and stones out there so that we don't have to worry about any of this. You can see all this right here, just dirt and everything. We're trying to clean that up. But really, as soon as you come down the stairs right here, you're just kind of flowing and falling down the hill. It's not good sitting area. We RVers are not used to that. We like it landscaped. So you can see what it looks like before. There's our fire pit, and that actually brought up another huge project. So this fire pit is just destroyed. It is garbage. But if you look right here, this is a well that was dug in the 1800s. And you can see it goes about 40 feet down, and it is an absolute dangerous situation. So one of the things we're gonna do here is we're gonna call the city and find some guys, some crews to come out, or if they know someone that fixes these, the water company, to come out and fill this in professionally and get rid of that hazard, because that is 3 feet wide, 2.5 feet wide, straight down 40, 50 feet to a bad day. So we're going to get rid of this, and then so you can see from here straight back is going to be that retaining wall. So these are just some of the ideas. You can see it's a project in the making. Step by step is how you do it, but right now I'm gonna get some water because the Alabama summer heat is knocking on the door. So we woke up pretty early. We've been tackling this section of the actual property. And one of the big problems we're facing is hidden secrets from the past. Fencing and everything else just being grown over, and we're using the tractor to go through. So we're having to scout out to find those jewels that'll just tear the tractor up, and well, we found one. So we're gonna give this project to Pam. I think she's ready for it. We almost caught that with the tractor.
Oh my. Oh. This is amazing. Those vines, how strong they are. It's so crazy. It just grabs onto everything and just latches. Now I gotta figure out where to start. There was a big one. And these need to be sharpened. Either it's them being sharpened or me getting weaker. I don't know. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. All right, I got the first one. Oh, that was the one. On the pile it goes. What next? Sounds good.
All of that.
Oh,
We got to save the tree. It's being overrun.
yeah. That is a lot. Let's do it. I'm not really sure where to begin on this. I guess I just work my way front to back.
So one of the things we find is that wisteria is absolutely hard to cut, even if they're sharp. They are atrocious for trying to cut them down. So this thing is full of wisteria.
Are you setting me up for failure?
Giving you a project, sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
It's all yours. But just think of the great things you're doing for the tree itself.
And the workout, right?
Yeah, it's a farm workout.
Yeah. Who needs a gym when you have a farm?
I tell you what, this tree is absolutely going to thank you when you're done.
Yes.
Emphasis when you're done.
Yep. Home of the birds. And what else? What is it? What kind of tree is this, actually? It's huge.
I'm thinking it's another pecan.
Yeah. Well, then it's home of the birds and maker of the pecans.
Didn't you save a bird this morning?
Yes, we did. So we were taking down a bunch of small pine trees. They've just been shooting up, and we found a bird nest, and there were like 2 little birds in there, and they got spooked, so they jumped out, and I took one in my glove and put it back in the nest, and it jumped out again. But they were ready to fly out, so they're just sitting in the trees now looking at their nest like, "Oop." Maybe they just needed a little bit of a push. You
Little
know?
nudge.
A little nudge. So yeah, it's fun. Alright, these loppers won't open very well, so I think there's like sand and stuff in there. So I think it's time for the trusted, what do you call it again? DW40?
DW40.
I think that's the one.
Outstanding. Good old fashioned DW40.
Oh wow, way
Turn it
better.
over.
Thanks. Thanks, DW40. It works every time.
DW40.
Oh, WD-40. That's the one. What's happening?
We're coming up with plans.
Oh, okay.
Where do you want to start next?
I have no idea.
Outstanding.
There's lots of projects to be done. So,
How about that one?
yeah, I love that.
Filling that in?
Yeah, so we can sit under here, make it all cozy. I like it. Let's do it.